I'm back. I've been gone for a while, and this is not a 987 Cayman. Okay. You will notice I have changed the car. Why? Well, I really love the Cayman, but many moons ago I had an S2000, and I really love that too. And the short version is I fancied a change. And I've been thinking about changing the 987. I think I mentioned it when I did the long review. And again, I did the whole flirting with, do I get something that isn't a Porsche? I saw some really nice, low mileage, low owner R8s that look really cool. But we've also moved house to our dream home. And I wanted to stay in the Porsche group. So I started looking, and I looked at loads of different things, and what I basically decided to settle on was some sort of 981. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a Cayman or a Boxster, and I wasn't sure really if I wanted a GTS or an S. I wanted a GTS. Of course I wanted a GTS. But they were quite a premium over the Boxster S. And I found this. And this is a 2013 Boxster S PDK. It's got loads of really cool stuff. I'll make sure I put the full specs up. But the obvious thing it's got that you're going to hear now is the Porsche sports exhaust, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that overrun is outrageous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So it's got loads of stuff. It's got Sports Chrono Plus, which gives me the Sports Plus. It's got the Sports Design Wheel, which is amazing. It's got Bose. It's got PCCM. PCCM is dated. I'm going to have to get something to replace that. Probably. I'll probably get some sort of CarPlay either module for it, but you have to hardwire them in, which is ridiculous. Or I'll get a different hedge unit. I don't think they do a classic one yet. I'll keep an eye out for that. It's got the adaptive dampers. That makes quite a big difference, actually. I always thought it was a bit of a con. It does make a big difference. It's got the Padam, which is the engine dampers, which everyone's terrified by, but I'll regret saying it, mine work. That's a 1,500 quid bill coming, I'm sure. Yeah, I love it. Heated seats, hardback sports seats, nice little Porsche logo, which looks really cool. It's amazing how much that little detail difference, how much difference that makes. They're the 16 or 18 way adjustable ones again, so they are super comfy. I love it. But why change when loads of people think that like that 987, 997 period of Porsche is like peak analog? Well, the steering is different. It's a totally different car. You can't really compare it. I mean, this feels way more grown up. The engine now, I don't know how much comes over the microphone. It's really exotic. I think it sounds absolutely incredible for a Porsche Boxster. This new engine, this DFI 981 or whatever the model code is, I mean, it's incredible. And there's some fun to be had there, because in this car, 300 brake horsepower, in the Cayman, 310, in the 991, 340, and it's the same engine. So I'm obviously going to end up modifying it again. Probably, I want to say I'm going to be sensible and just do the remap, but realistically I'm going to do air filters, remap, and probably 200cl sports cats. Depending on what you see online, that's somewhere between 360 and 380 brake. It's not a billion miles off, and I know the torque will be different, it's not a billion miles off a GT4 or Boxster Spider then. And the spec I've got on this, I mean, that's not far off GTS either. So I ended up basically I paid just under 30 for this. Got it from Ashgood, amazing dealer, highly recommended. I had friends who bought cars from them. They're really, really good. I've basically got a GTS for a Boxster S and a remap, which is amazing. I'd love to know why the Boxster gets 10 brake horsepower less than the Cayman. I don't know why. But it does. There's that police coming from. Oh, he's over there. Nothing to do with me. We're all right. Yeah, it's great. I absolutely love it. I should talk more about the steering. Let's talk more about the steering. So, this has actually got some kind of, I can't remember what the option name is, but some sort of enhancement on the steering. It sounds like you can actually just recode the control module to be like GT3 or even GT4 or whatever. I'll probably give that a go and see what it's like, but it's not lacking for feel. It needs new front tyres. It's got my pet hate, which is mismatched tyres. It's got the Eagle F1s. Listen to that, it's ridiculous. It's got Eagle F1s on the front, and it's got 4S's on the back, so I'll probably just put some 4S's on the front. Interestingly, the 4S's on the back are Porsche rated. Can't seem to get Porsche rated 4S's for the front, so I don't quite know how that's happened. I mean, that is exotic, that is ridiculous. A Porsche Boxster should not sound that good. It's such a different sound. I'm channeling my inner Das Cayman at the moment, in the hope you guys can actually hear me. Just nipping up the motorway to drop my chainsaw off for servicing. Love a steel chainsaw. That's probably another video, that is. The new place we bought is smaller house, older house, but more outside space, which is something we've wanted for ages. It's just so addictive. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Take it out of this maniac mode. And that's another crazy thing, right? Finished talking about the house. Yeah, a bit more space. I've become a Neanderthal. I'm cutting wood at the weekends, etc. I really love the change of pace in our life with it. It's going to be great for the kids. Yeah, so driving it now, so I've just got it, I don't know what you call it, normal mode. It's not in Sport or Sport Plus. PDK has dropped into 7th. If I come off the throttle, it drops to idle and coasts a bit. It's a really grown-up car. It is so different to the 987. It really is a generational change. I felt when I went 996 to 987 there was a big difference. 987 to 981, huge. And obviously being a soft top, it's completely different as well. And it's the 18th of November in the UK, 10 degrees outside. Heated seat on. No, heated seat's not on. Let's warm that bum up. Heated seat on. Fans are on full heat, but low. This doesn't have climate. That caught me out. I completely missed that. Didn't realise some of them just come with aircon. So obviously it's got aircon and I've got adjustable temperature, but I can't set a temperature. So it's low or high, or sorry, cold or hot and low or high for the fan. It's fine. It doesn't have cruise either. I'll probably retrofit cruise, because if I want to tootle down through Europe at some point, which I really do want to do, I'm desperate to go and do a track day at Spa. I want to do the ring at least once, just so I've ticked it off, mainly because I think they're going to close it. Certainly for tourist foreigners, when you see some of the accidents, that mad one the other week with the Porsche and the BMW, insane. But no, it's so grown up. PDK gearbox. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel. I've got a bit of a Gamini, and I was loving having a manual. I do want a manual again at some point, but this is great. This is so good. Like 70 mile an hour, just under 2,000 RPM in 7th gear. We're floating along. It's effortless. If I want to go mad, I kick it over. That's 2nd gear, straight down. You know, that's probably an interesting thought. I reckon the PDK gears are supposedly shorter than the manual ones. I don't know if there's any truth in that. Maybe it's just got 7th and that's super long. I'm sure someone told me 7th is geared for like 250 mile an hour or something. There's no way it can do 250. I think it's like 175-ish again, just like the 987. Again, you know, you're not going to access that in the UK. Not without getting a serious custodial sentence anyway. Even on the motorway, the Cotswolds are beautiful. Look at this. Gloucester services, very nice sausage rolls. It's such a nice car. I'm really, really happy with it. I'm glad I waited a while to do the video. So I got it in August, and one of the other guys I know who's got an amazing channel coming on, Paul Pork. No, was it? Yeah, Paul Pork. Yeah, that's your channel name, isn't it, Wig? He's been putting some amazing content out. It's been really exciting to watch it coming out. And I've kept thinking, oh, you know, I really need to do a video. I'm so glad I've waited, because I appreciate this so much more now. I'm trying to drive it less, I think, than I drove the Cayman. For no good reason, really. But whilst my Golf is pretty good fun and a bit of a hooligan car, this is just insane. It's not like breakneck speed fast. It is quick. It's nothing like my friend's old V10 R8, which was cool. It's quick. There's no doubt about that. But it just feels so special as an overall package, I think. Oh, British Gas pulled over. I thought they were limited. Anyway, we're going to come off the motorway in a minute so we can go through the gears again. But it's such a different car. If you've got like a 987 generation or 997 generation 911, yes, you've got hydraulic steering, and I get that. This isn't bad. Like, I just don't believe anyone's going to get in this car and go, "Oh, the steering's horrible." Well, they will. There'll be plenty of people on piston heads who'll say that. I bet you they've not driven one, or if they have, they drove it once. I'll get slated for that, I'm sure. Go on, let's put it back in hooligan mode again. I drive it in that all the time. I put it in manual mode and I put it in Sports Plus with the sports exhaust on and the adaptive dampers on. I really like the drive of the adaptive dampers. You gonna move over? No. No, you're not. I don't know how much you can It's so bloody raucous when you come off the throttle. It's like foaming at the mouth. Go faster! Go faster! Well, I will if this van moves out of the way, mate. That's outrageous. It's a bit damp, well, we'll be quite careful. In days of old, I'd have absolutely sent it coming off that roundabout, but this is a 40 now. Mainly because they put another roundabout here, I guess. Now the housing estate, got to build more houses. Build loads of them. Just squeeze them in bloody everywhere. It's just outrageous. Absolutely bloody ridiculous. What's not to love, though? You've got to laugh, you've got to smile. Life is so bloody short. I was chatting to a friend from work on the train back from London yesterday. She'd been in I think it was a 5-hour, like, management meeting about mid-year performance, and one of the guys she'd been in there with, dead. Died of a heart attack at the weekend. It's like, fucking hell, life is so short. Just go and enjoy yourself and buy something fun, and, you know, who gives a shit if it sounds like you're a hooligan? Just go and enjoy yourself a bit. And, you know, as I said, you put it back in sensible mode, and look at that, we're just floating along, minding our own business. 5th gear at 30. What a car. Well, a bit of a rambly new video, I'm afraid, folks, but yeah, 981, love it. I will do something a bit better. I will try and take on board some of the feedback on the other videos. Thank you very much for that, guys and girls, obviously. I will try and do some different camera angles. I did mess about a bit with the Cayman. It was really difficult to put the camera somewhere different and it'd be decent. I've got one of those head-mounted mounts. I think I'd look like some kind of crazy cyborg. But yeah, I'll give it a go. Have an amazing weekend, and speak to you soon.